Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome back to God of War Chains of Olympus, where we beat Charon the Ferryman. And we just had a glimpse of our daughter, and we're going into the Temple of Persephone.
You're gonna read. It's a big end. You want me to read it? Sure. I can read it as you.
Look up Persephone for me, Tom.
You want me to? Because there's a long chapter on Persephone.
That's okay. The Temple of Persephone.
Towards the back.
There's a table of contents. The domain of Persephone, wife of Hades and goddess queen of the underworld.
Here she is. That's Persephone.
Okay, Tom.
I've read this entire book 6 times. I know every page. Persephone grew up on Olympus, and her gay laughter rang through the brilliant halls. She was the daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest, and her mother loved her so dearly she could not bear to have her out of her sight. When Demeter sat on her golden throne, her daughter was always on her lap. When she went down to earth to look at her trees and fields, she took Persephone. Wherever Persephone danced on her light feet, flowers sprang up. She was so lovely and full of grace that even Hades, who saw so little, noticed her and fell in love with her. He wanted her for his queen, but he knew that her mother would never consent to part with her, so he decided to carry her off. One day, as Persephone ran about in the meadow gathering flowers, she strayed away from her mother and the attending nymphs. Suddenly, the ground split open, and up from the yawning crevice came the dark chariot drawn by black horses. At the reins stood grim Hades. He seized the terrified girl, turned his horses, and plunged back into the ground. A herd of pigs rooting in the meadow tumbled into the cleft. Persephone's cries for help died out as the ground closed again, and suddenly as it had opened. Up in the field, a little swineherd stood and wept over the pigs he had lost, while Demeter rushed wildly about in the meadow, looking in vain for her daughter, who had vanished without leaving a trace. With the frightened girl in his arms, Hades raced his snorting horses down away from the sunlit world. Down and down they sped on the dark path to his dismal underground palace. He led weeping Persephone in, seated her beside him on a throne of black marble, and decked her with gold and precious stones. But the jewels brought her no joy. She wanted no cold stones. She longed for warm sunshine and flowers and her golden-tressed mother. Dead souls crowded out from cracks and crevices to look at the new queen, while ever more souls came across the Styx, and Persephone watched them drink from the spring under dark poplars. It was a spring of Lethe, and those who drank from its waters forgot who they were and what they had done on earth. Rhadamanthus, the judge of the dead, dealt out punishment to the souls of great sinners. They were sentenced to suffer forever under the whips of the avenging Erinyes?
Erinyes? I don't know.
Greek. Ha. Heroes were led to the Elysian fields, where they lived happily forever in the never-failing light. Around the palace of Hades there was a garden where whispering poplars and weeping willows grew. They had no flowers and bore no fruit, and no birds sang in their branches. There was only one tree in the whole realm of Hades that bore fruit. That was a little pomegranate tree. The gardener of the underworld offered the tempting pomegranates to the queen, but Persephone refused to touch the food of the dead. Wordlessly she walked through the gardens at silent Hades' side, and slowly her heart turned to ice. Above on earth, Demeter ran about searching for her lost daughter, and all nature grieved with her. Flowers wilted, trees lost their leaves, and the fields grew barren and cold. In vain did the plow cut through the icy ground. Nothing could sprout, and nothing could grow while the goddess of the harvest wept. People and animals starved, and the gods begged Demeter again to bless the earth, but she refused to let anything grow until she had found her daughter. Bent with grief, Demeter turned into a gray old woman. She returned to the meadow where Persephone had vanished, and asked the sun if he had seen what had happened, but he said no. Dark clouds had hidden his face that day. She wandered around the meadow, and after a while, she met a youth whose name was Triptolemus. He told her that his brother, a swineherd, had seen his pigs disappear into the ground and had heard the frightened scream of a girl. Demeter now understood that Hades had kidnapped her daughter, and her grief turned to anger. She called Zeus and said she would never again make the earth green if he did not command Hades to return Persephone. Zeus could not let the world perish, and he sent Hermes down to Hades, bidding him to let Persephone go. Even Hades had to obey the order of Zeus, and sadly he said farewell to his queen. Joyfully, Persephone leapt to her feet, but as she was leaving with Hermes, a hooting laugh came from the garden. There stood the gardener of Hades, grinning. He pointed to a pomegranate from which a few of the kernels were missing. Persephone, lost in thought, had eaten the seeds, he said. Then dark Hades smiled. He watched Hermes lead Persephone up to the bright world above. He knew that she must return to him, for she had tasted the fruit of the dead. When Persephone again appeared on earth, Demeter sprang to her feet with a cry of joy and rushed to greet her daughter. No longer was she a sad old woman, but a radiant goddess. Again, she blessed her fields, and the flowers bloomed anew, and grain ripened. Dear child, she said, never again shall we be parted. Together we shall make all nature bloom. But joy soon was changed to sadness, for Persephone had to admit that she had tasted the food of the dead, and must return to Hades. However, Zeus decided that mother and daughter should not be parted forever. He ruled that Persephone had to return to Hades and spend 1 month in the underworld for each seed she had eaten. Every year, when Persephone left her, Demeter grieved. Nothing grew, and there was winter on earth. But as soon as her daughter's light footsteps were heard, the whole earth burst into bloom. Spring had come. As long as mother and daughter were together, the earth was warm and bore fruit. Demeter was a kind goddess. She did not want mankind to starve during the cold months of winter when Persephone was away. She lent her chariot, laden with grain, to Triptolemus, the youth who had helped her find her lost daughter. She told him to scatter her golden grain over the world and teach men how to sow it in spring and reap it in the fall, and store it away for the long months when again the earth was barren and cold. There we go. That was a long chapter.
Yeah.
I think that's the longest in the book, actually.
There is Persephone, queen of the underworld. All because Hades wanted her. In her youth, Persephone was seized by Hades and carried off to the underworld as his bride. Her mother Demeter, goddess of the earth, refused to let the earth bear fruit until she was returned to her. Zeus consented, but because Persephone had tasted the fruit of Hades, the pomegranate, she was cursed to forever spend part of the world with her husband in the underworld. Thus was born the seasons, which we have just told you.
There's a lot of ways to say.
True, but that's kind of the abridged. Persephone, the tragic queen, sorrowfully rules the dead. Her return to the earth in spring is marked by the flowering of the meadows. Her return to the underworld in fall sees the dying of plants and the halting of growth. Give me experience. Thank you. Anything over here? Yeah.
Right.
And there's a chest, which I missed. Move. Experience. Yep. This thing.
Has one really big end.
Yeah. It's apparently what Zeus used to chain the Titans in Tartarus.
Oh, you're gonna run it?
No, I already did.
That's a big cat.
Yeah, I don't like it. Come on! Why do I never get that? Big meanie. Blah, blah, blah. Ah. Am I not pressing the right buttons or something? I swear, it says L1, R1, and that's what I am pressing. Stupid PSP. Oh boy, I'm almost dead. Come here. Yeah, I do not like the joystick. Yeah, because they barely gave you any in the last game. So I'm not used to it. Oh, crud. All of you must die, please. Ah. Ah. No. I hate those cats so much.
You do all the tests again?
Yep. Well, it's also because I've collected all the items. So they're just filled with What? Ah! Ah! Yeah. Ah, I hate you so much, kitty. Oh, man. These stupid satyrs. What am I doing wrong? What? Oh, the stupid. I don't want magic, I want help. I don't want magic. I want help. Give me help, please.
You know which door you came in?
I came in through that one. Please. Yep. Thank you. Experience. Upgrade. Strike, Hermes Cross, and Hermes Revenge. Let's do this. Please give me a save point. Or at least a health thing.
Nope, they give you a door.
Poop. Come back here, Calliope. Daddy's not happy. Those are Medusa heads, I'm guessing. I know, but I've got people all around. Ah! No, wrong way! No, no! Not good. Oh, come on! I hate satyrs. They are my new bane.
This is not a kitty cat.
Calliope, you're grounded.
What's the kid doing?
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh, geez.
Ah! Wrong button. Stupid things must die. The E3. I got it at the beginning. Charon's Bane. Charon's Wrath. Ugh! You! You were hiding off screen. That's not fair.
Go ahead.
No! Oh. I don't care about magic. I want help. Help, please. I want help. Please be a health point or something.
Hey.
Health, thank you. Look around first.
Lots of boxes.
Yep.
Open the box.
What's in the box?
Red stuff.
Blue stuff.
Blue stuff.
Green.
Green stuff. You're all stuffed out.
Yeah, I'm all stuffed out. And we'll save the game. Oh boy.
So you don't die no more.
Yep. And with that, I think we'll end it there. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time.